How are you? Hi, everybody. How are you
What's up?
today? Okay, so we got some serious stories to talk about today. It's kind of sad, all three of them. First, we're going to talk about Nene Leakes. And
Yeah,
I made a video earlier where she came out and spoke on her son. And going to talk about the rumors. It's just
it's sad.
sad.
Either way, you know what I'm saying? Like 23 is young.
I thought I debated talking about it, but the truth is the truth. Thank you, my banner again. I mean, the rumors are the rumors, and this is what people are saying. It just is sad. Then we're going to talk about Kanye West really gearing up for a political run as president.
Oh, hell
I don't
no!
even know what to say about that. He's burning so many bridges. It's not even funny. And then we're going to talk about. Did I say 50 Cent? No.
No, not yet.
Then we're going to talk about 50 Cent. I might start out with 50 Cent. 50 Cent in this public feud with his son. It's just getting sad and getting worse. So that's the things we're going to talk about today. We're going over. Let's start with I don't know. Let's start with Nene. No. Let's start with 50 Cent. This is just sad. Okay, you guys know that 50 Cent has two children. His oldest son's name is Marquise. He is a spitting image of 50 Cent. He used to have him in his videos earlier before the feud started. And we all heard about the feud. It's gone on. Y'all. They're calling Kanye a coon in the chat. I can't. Let me just it all started 50 Cent in this war he's got going on with his Marquise's mother. Okay. She was the person that took care of 50 Cent allegedly when he got shot 9 times. Now she's taken that back and said that he made up getting shot. There's just something that you say. But at the time, she was supposed to be taking care of him when he had got shot, and they broke up and they were still on good terms. What happened is that 50 Cent, let me see if I have a picture of that house. 50 Cent let them move into a $2 million house. Let's see if I can get the picture up here. He took care of everything in the house. He paid for the house, paid the bills on the house.
hmm
Here it is. It's a beautiful home. Okay. And you know, we all know 50 Cent is a billionaire. So he could afford it. But this was early on in his career. And I believe he said he hasn't talked to Marquise since he was 8 or 9 years old.
Wow.
It's gone a long time. So they all lived. He brought this house for them to live in. He gave it to them in a sense, like, here, you could stay here and whatnot. I'll pay for everything. But he kept the property in his name.
hmm
So that's on her a little bit. You know, if you really wanted the house and and you wanted him to have no say in the house, then you have to get his name off the house. Well, of course, she couldn't qualify for a $2 million house. So
Right.
he came to the house one day, and her boyfriend was there, and he got upset, and he said he's not taking care of no grown man. He felt used, right?
Uh-huh.
So he said, you got to move out. If you're gonna have a boyfriend and you want to live with your boyfriend, he has to come move out. I'm not living with
Yeah.
no grown man. You agree with
Yeah.
him, Perry?
Well, no, I mean, as sad as it could sound,
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of men feel that way.
Really?
Yeah, it's like okay, because if he taking care of his ex, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then your kid. Now, you can date outside, but if you're gonna bring this man in,
Mm-hmm.
then hell, he should be able to pay the bills.
Well, okay.
I'm
Okay.
saying,
That's how it started. So
I'm saying
she
how
got mad.
guys can look at it. Go ahead.
She got mad, and she said he's being evil. She took him to court for breach of contract.
hmm
Okay. So right before she was supposed to move out the house burns up.
Damn.
She blames him. She said he'd rather burn his own property than to let his son and the mother of his son live there. Here's the house. That's the wrong one. I'll just let it play.
In breaking news today, a home belonging to Queens rapper 50 Cent burned down to the ground. The Dix Hill, New York home has been the subject of breach of contract after she alleges that the rapper placed the home under his name after agreeing to purchase the home for her and the couple's son.
Okay.
Wow.
This is a mess. This
Yeah.
is a mess. She's saying that he burned the house down. But
I
she
don't
would
know.
have a reason to burn the house down too. And they've just been going at it. The final straw is when 50 Cent went to go see his son and Marquise started laughing at him and not opening the door, would not let him in. He texted him and so 50 Cent started saying that the mom was brainwashing him. It's a mess. It's a mess.
Damn. Yeah.
So he cut off the relationship. And he said that maybe when he's a man, he'll try again, but he was done. Now, this is not something you do to your son. I wouldn't cut my son off. I don't think. But they start going after each other. Marquise, when he became 18, befriended Floyd Mayweather, who he knew was having a beef with his father. Even worse than that, there was a guy that allegedly, the one that shot him 9 times, he befriended him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
this is some serious betrayal. And they've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When he said that, and I have the thing, I don't know what I did with when here's the picture. Here's the picture of the guy that allegedly, now 50 Cent is saying that this is the guy who shot me 9 times, who the mom said was full of it. He put a picture of him. This is on Marquise's social media. Oh my God. And then 50 Cent responded in the comment section. She said, if both of these little ninjas got hit by a bus, I wouldn't have a bad day.
Wow.
It's about his own flesh and blood. It's getting bad. It's getting ugly. Well, then I don't even know what to say, because I can't even say. 50 Cent is saying that he went several times to try to squash things with his son, and the son wasn't trying to hear it. But this is the killer. So this weekend, 50 Cent's son, Marquise, went on social media and kind of talked about his dad like a dog. Let me go ahead and play this, and then we'll come back.
I have nothing, all right? I had to rebuild my life over with $6,700 a month.
Marquise, I know you feel like that ain't a lot of money, but it's a lot of people here watching right now.
It's
Girls that's getting
$81,000
$200 a month child.
$6,700 a month in the state of New York City. You do the math.
Oh, I done the math. I've been in child support, bro. I went to jail for it. And if he's contributing $6,700, that means your mom's got the other half. It ain't just for him to just take care of you. She got to take care of you.
If I told you right now, right, you got to start your life over right now with $6,700 a month and rebuild your life.
Yes.
Can you do it?
With $6,700, I can.
You
with
have nothing.
$6,700, yes, I can. I'm from the
I'm
from either or project. $6,700, I'm good.
That's what I'm
month,
saying.
nigga.
So he came on and had an argument with someone on air, because he's saying that $5,700 is not a lot of money, and if his dad is a billionaire, then he should be one too. A lot of people took offense to this. They're saying $6,700 is a lot of money, and you're being ungrateful.
That's what it sounds like. I mean, like, the relationship him and his father should come mutually from both, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know what happened in this story, where they really went wrong, but typically it do happen when people are separated and their kids not there. That one side bitter, they're only hearing one side of a story. I mean, it could be possible, but
he's 20 something. He's 23 now.
I know, I get it, but for him to come out here now, I mean, you should probably want more from your father, or think he could, because he have more money. But when you come out here and say $6,700 ain't shit, I can't go to 7-Eleven for $6,700. Come on, buddy. You ain't
okay. The story gets worse.
Okay.
Marquise is also saying that 50 Cent is showing favoritism. He has another son with a Instagram model named Daphne. Everybody knows Daphne. Sire, who is his youngest son, gets all his attention. He spends every holiday with him. He also got his son a $700,000 modeling contract at the age of 9. He loves the son. He dotes on the son. But Daphne bends over backwards to make sure that the son has a relationship with 50 Cent. She's had to put up with him, and when they first broke up, him not wanting him to date anyone else, but she always made sure that he had a relationship with his son. Now, Marquise feels abandoned, but at the same time, he gets on social media, him and the mom, I'm not going to even play it, and they drag 50 Cent publicly. They're calling him evil and greedy, and that it's a damn shame that you don't have a relationship with your son. But she's getting in the way of that. So I don't feel like 50 Cent is a monster anymore. I feel like you do, Perry. This mother is poisoning her son against his father, and it started at an early age. And at this point now, I don't think it's anything that 50 Cent can do. I'm going to hell. I understand him not speaking to the son. I feel bad, but that's overwhelming. Every time you see him, he's talking trash. He befriended the man that shot you.
Right. No, I get it. I mean, it's the damnedest thing and the last thing a father would want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it from the kid perspective. He felt like abandoned and all that, but it's part of his abandonment due to the mother. Because, is 50 Cent spending time with, is she trying to hook it up to where 50 Cent can spend time with the kid? Because I think whatever problems they could have had, it could have been between him and the mother.
Exactly.
Right?
The kid was too young. They did not speak since the age of 9. He's too young to even know what's going on. The mom is poisoning him. Now, I'm really not a 50 Cent fan, the way he trolls the internet and trolls people and the way he acts. But for this, and then one time he tried to go to a nightclub and he heard that his son was there, and then the son left.
Wow. Yeah.
How do we fix this?
I mean, really, I mean, that part, I don't know, because to fix it is for 50 Cent to say, hey, you know what? Whatever happened, I'm going to forgive all this stuff and go and try to meet with my son. But it's also going to take the son to do the same.
Yeah. He sounded ridiculous on the video, saying that $6,700 wasn't a lot of money. What?
And he sounded unappreciative, right? And see, like, the whole thing is this. Like, 50 make a lot of money. But with his ex wife, I don't know if they was married or
girlfriend.
Right? Okay. If he owed her child support, I mean, every man should take care of their kid, right? So he owed her child support, but he did put them in a house.
He did,
right? And was paying for everything, right? And sort of like, he didn't have to go. I mean, people can say he do, but once the court draw these child support up, that's all he ever had to pay. He could have just kept cruising down. She just paid.
Right, and he's still taking care of him now, and he's 20-something.
Well, when he did more, I could see him catching his feelings. Like, I'm trying to right my wrong. I'm not saying 50 Cent was right in the breakup, but if he's part of him, that's why he's doing it, knowing he wasn't right. And he probably can never go back and replace it. But
you know why it seems like it's no money to him? Puffy pays, when he was paying child support, $37,000 a month was going to the mother of Christian and the of Chase. He has another daughter named Chase or Chance out of wedlock. He's paying. These women are getting paid. So $37,000 a month is nothing to them. So because he can pay more, you should just be thankful that he's giving you anything. And that's how I look at it.
Well, no, I get it. And I mean, and I can see the kid like saying, hey, you know what, though? I mean, you look at it and say, well, Dan, you paying the bare minimum when you could give more. But I don't know behind the scenes if 50 at times tried to reach out to the son and the son just rejected him.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Because if that's the case, then it's like, well, shit. You know what? If you're brainwashed, why would I give this? I'm gonna do the mandatory,
Mm-hmm.
which is the 6,700.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's a sad thing because before you get into your next story, raising these kids, life we only live one time,
Right. Right.
and to go through, and it'd be hard for me not to associate with either one of my boys.
Mm.
It would kill me.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
But listen, I love my children with all of my heart. My boys, they love their mama. They love their mama. And so I can't look at that as I would my children. People's situations are different. And under this circumstances, Marquise loves his mother. He goes on, him and her on social media, talking shit about 50 Cent, calling him evil and a bum, and they're laughing, thinking it's a good time. I can't put up with that. So I think that the mom is ruining the relationship with the son, and he's making a conscious choice because she could say at some point, he's in his 20s. Like, I want to see my dad. He doesn't do that. He comes on complaining about money. It's a hard situation. We'll talk about it later when I drop the link, but it's a mess. And I'm blaming Shaniqua. I don't know. Maybe 50 should get a counselor. It put everybody in a room. I don't know, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
and then with that long a time, is the father and son bond broken? Can I just pick up where we left off when you were 9 and you're 20 something?
probably. The sad part about it is probably like like from day one, if a father not around from the kid from the age 1 and he come around when he's 10, look at all the shit. I mean, where is the connection?
Exactly. I'm saying, they don't know. They're strangers at this point.
Right.
And I can never imagine my children doing that. But I put in the work with my kids. He did it. She took that away from him, Shaniqua. And then when you only hear one side of the story, that's what you believe.
Right.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Let's go on to the subject. I did not want to talk about this. I debated all the way up until it's time to talk about it. But Perry has a point. I didn't pull these rumors out of nowhere. And so it's going around the internet anyway. But I feel so bad. Let's talk about Nene Leakes and her son, Brent. Ugh, this is just... my heart bleeds for Nene. Yep. Okay, so I put a video out today in which Nene came out and said that her son, Brent, had a stroke and a heart attack at the age of 23. Now, this is so unusual at 23. Hi, Sheila. Hold on. Let me put this up really quick. I've never heard of a healthy person in their 20s having heart attacks and strokes. She came on and she said, hold on. Sheila says, this is the perfect example of why parents shouldn't poison their child against the other parent when they separate. I know.
Yeah.
It's a horrible situation. Let's talk about if there's a solution to this. But anyway, I got to talk about this next story So Nene came out and said that he suffered a stroke and a heart attack, and that it damaged him, I guess, his speech. And, when you have these strokes, it takes a while for people to recover, if they recover at all. Sometimes, I don't know if you noticed, Bobby Brown had a stroke, and he kind of talks out the side of his mouth. I don't know if you guys noticed. I mean, it's all kind of side effects from having a stroke. And then sometimes you can recover 100% depending on what type of stroke that you have. Okay, so she came out in this tape and she said, my son doesn't do drugs. She said it. And I believe her. But people are saying differently on the internet. What they're saying is that so there's a video out here. Should I put this video up? I feel so bad. Of her oldest son. We all know that he got caught doing cocaine. But they're saying that these kids these days, they take Red Bull, they take drugs, and that Brent himself takes Red Bull and mix it into liquor. Now, I don't do that kind of stuff, but the rumors are out there is that he is doing drugs. I'm going to believe Nene. I know people are saying, well, sometimes the moms don't know. I don't even know if this is something you could pick up in your system. I don't even know how this works or why I've had a Red Bull before once in my life. It made my heart beat so bad. I thought I was going to die and I had to go to the hospital. Do you remember when we were in Virginia and I
Yeah.
was drinking it like it was a damn soda because it tastes
Yeah.
good? And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my heart starts
Yeah.
beating like this.
Yeah.
And we were at my son's football practice and I had to have my daughter-in-law take me to the hospital because I could not stop my heart from beating so bad. And I didn't even mix it with anything. People are saying that they are mixing these drinks with Red Bull. This is the older son I'm talking about. We all know he does the same things. And so, but they're specifically saying that her son does these drugs and mixes these Red Bulls with the liquor. If
Well,
Nene
yeah.
says no, I'm gonna believe her. Because I
Look, the whole
just,
thing is this:
as a mom, couldn't imagine.
as much as we think we know
Look
what
at
both
people are
our,
saying is true. Why are they mixing Red Bull with anything? I don't understand it.
I mean, maybe it's just I don't know. I can't tell you why. I mean, because I wouldn't really consider that a drug, but I mean, maybe not a bad combination, right? But you know, as much as parents want to think we know, we got two boys. We don't know everything that we assume. We assume, right?
This just breaks my heart because I'm a
Right.
mom. I'm a mom and I got a kid that age. And we live in Vegas where the party life is,
Yeah, rampant.
all
Yeah,
around us. And
right.
they sell weed at the grocery store. And this Red Bull is everywhere. So I'm sure, I have a feeling that maybe one of my sons have tried this before, especially the party one that loves to hang out.
Yeah.
What are these kids doing? Why do
Well,
we
I
need
mean,
all of this?
they being young and they experiment just like when we was young, we did. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe
Harry, I
not
never
you.
did drugs a
I
day in my
know,
life,
I
and you know
know.
that.
I mean, so I just had to discount you.
Okay, well, yeah.
So, but I'm just saying.
Okay. Let me say it this way: I didn't do drugs a day in my life only because it was so prevalent in my family, and
Right.
it scared me. I got uncles that's hooked on drugs. I've got, grandmas that drink all the
Right, but
time.
when it's not, and you hanging out with the group, oh, just try this, whatever. You're like, oh well, because we all went to parties. You know what I'm saying? Shit happened. Oh, mix this in the punch. I'm just saying things can happen, but I don't know. Um, Nene can feel like this a certain way, but and she could be 100% right. Maybe just because the older one did it, don't
Well,
mean
does
the
that
younger
show
one
up
did
in
it.
your system? That's just a drink, isn't it?
Well,
A
no,
drink with red.
it probably wouldn't show up as no drug. It'll show up as Red Bull and maybe some Hennessy. I'm just saying, but I just think it could be multiple things. People body takes shit differently.
Yeah.
And looking into it, I ain't no doctor and nothing to say, oh yeah, oh this is but the only thing I could think of outside of that is taking too much of that stuff. Cause I remember taking one at work, a Red Bull.
You
And I
and
was
that
like, man, because everybody was like, hey, keep you going, keep you going. I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
For me, everybody chemistry is different. And then her son was little, I mean, he wasn't really thin, you know what I'm saying? So all this stuff, it could be, something like that, that his body chemistry didn't take it. Because but I think if he would have had heart issues and all that stuff, somewhere doing his physicals, doing his life, they probably would have found it. So
Okay,
I don't
let me
know.
ask you this, and I'm telling you guys, I have to ask this: is there a
Mhm.
possibility that she knows and she doesn't want to share it with the public yet?
It could be. I mean, it's a sense of privacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it could be. Because if a person was to honestly come out and say, yeah, I know they was doing this, 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 and this, and then this happened to your son, then you'll get the questions. You allowed it to happen.
No, Velda, I'm not confusing the sons. We're talking about Nene's younger son. I was saying that her older son also had a problem with drugs and alcohol. And it just breaks my heart as a mother.
Yeah.
Because these kids, like, I don't know.
I'm
You're
saying we
right.
don't know.
They're
We don't know,
experimenting.
and it's a sad thing if it was drugs. It's a sad thing if
Well,
it
there's
wasn't.
on the if you go to Twitter, they're saying that he mixed drinks with the Red Bull, and I don't even know what that can do to
Right,
you.
right. I mean, and for me personally, I wouldn't consider that a drug. I would just bad
That's
choice
not
of
you don't consider that a drug either. Anything that stimulates my heart like that, I'm considering it a drug.
well, okay. Well, when a person get a DUI, they don't say, "Oh, that person was on drugs," or
Oh
whatever, right?
well,
Or he was
yeah,
drunk. He was on drugs.
yeah,
That people use drugs as if they was doing something illegally, right?
yeah,
You can buy the Hennessy. He's 23.
yeah.
He can buy the Red Bull. He ain't did nothing illegal. It was just a bad combination of shit that his body couldn't take. And like I said, I don't know if it's other things involved, right? She can know, not know. But at the end of the day, it's a sad situation. Like I said, whether the person was a strung out drug user or just a child experimenting and doing certain things and this happened. It's sad. And prayers out to her family.
Prayers out to Nene.
Yeah.
Prayers out to Brent. May he make a full recovery, because this hits home for me. That's why it's hard for me. This hits home. I don't know if my son ever had alcohol mixed with Red Bull, but I know my son is a partier.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what I would do if he had a heart attack or stroke. And she just
Right.
lost Greg a year ago. This is too much for me. I
Right.
can't take it.
Yep.
Anyway, those are the rumors going on with Nene. And no matter what, I wish Brett a full recovery, and hopefully the oldest son has stopped doing what he's, what's his name? Bryson is, this, everybody's got to be careful with this stuff.
Right.
It's a bad combination. You guys watch out. And also, I'm going to use this as a warning for anybody that has children. Don't let them mix that stuff. Just don't. So I hope that Brent comes out okay. And she seemed very worried. I put the whole tape which she said on a video this morning. If you didn't hear her, she seemed sad, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know she's still probably mourning Greg, even though she has Yoni. And that's just too much for a mother.
Well, yeah,
It's
at the end of the day,
too
I mean,
much.
whether people like Nene from the Housewives of Atlanta or not, she's still human.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't think nobody ever came on here and said is that she don't love her kids.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna make me cry. Okay, who we got next?
you had
We
one
did
more
Nene.
person.
Oh, Kanye. Ugh. Kanye. I can't with Kanye. Listen, you made a joke earlier. No, I don't even know if it was a joke or if you were telling the truth. And you said to me that you think Kanye's trying to run for president. And I laughed. Do you remember that?
No, yeah, I wasn't joking. And I don't even think it's to the point where he think he'll win. He just want to be in the mix of it for the popularity of the bullshit because he's very immature.
What? You think he's embarrassing himself because he's immature?
No. Well, I'm saying this. I think the whole purpose is to try to win certain groups over.
Republicans, let's just be straight up.
Okay, I won't. Yeah, because people get defended about that. I would just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Whether Republican, Democrats, scratch that part. I think he's trying to win over people, white supremacists, with the note with white lives matter. No. I'm being specific. So it's not a Democrat or Republican. If you don't consider yourself a white supremacist, this shit
Harry,
is not for you.
stop.
Huh?
You
Oh, he
think
left?
Kanye wants support from the white supremacists?
Okay, but then how do you get it though, right? I mean, you ask yourself,
Right,
how
they're
do you
not
get
gonna
that,
like
right?
black people no matter what you do.
If you come out with a black face, say the shit that they want to say, but you should show up saying it when you black. That's our guy, right? That's our guy. We need the black face to say it. So it kills that, bullshit.
That's
I'm
a
telling you, Sherelle.
contradictory.
And because people get upset when you say Republican, Democrat, because hell, Democrats got just as racist people too. So let's keep
Wait,
the shit
but
real.
you didn't say Republican. You said white supremacist.
That's why I was trying to get it right to the point. That those are the people he's trying to impress. The people who don't like blacks, put it that way, is the people he's trying to impress. And so that way we ain't get to all this religion or politics. No, it's simply he's trying to get the support of people that don't like black people. That's it.
I'm
And
sorry,
then
guys. It cracks me up because you might not be the first person to say this.
yeah,
D.L. Hughley. Do you guys remember? I don't even know what I can play anymore since they're going crazy about me playing clips. DL, do you guys remember Dave Chappelle did this this skit in which a black blind guy was a
yeah.
white
It was a
supremacist, but
classic.
he didn't know he was black.
hmm That's Kanye. That's Kanye. And even with that skit, let's go back to that skit. That skit didn't have a damn thing to do whether you was Democrat or Republican, right?
No.
So I mean, because people always want to mix the two.
Oh my God, I
Let's
can't.
not mix it.
Why do you think? Oh, he took it down. He took it down. Why do you think Kanye wants the approval of the white supremacists?
Well, no. Okay, in order to get votes, right? Like, say anything. You got the appease.
Okay, wait. You're
people.
saying he's. Let me reword it. He's planning on running for president, and he wants to get the white supremacists, like the Proud Boys, to vote for him.
Proud Boys, Broke Boys, all of it. Yeah.
I can't. This is too much for me.
No. I'm being honest. I mean, that's what his thing is, and you would think that it's for him to win the whole thing. He just needs to be talked about, right? He's an attention seeker in many fucking ways, and it's sad, right?
Anyway, we all know he went on Carson Tucker. What's his name? Tucker.
Carson Tucker.
Carson Tucker's show on Fox, talking trash about Obama.
Talk to him if I see him.
Yep.
But I guarantee you he see me. I don't even know him. I just thought that sounded cool. I'll talk.
He's been going around saying what a bad job Obama did, and this and that and this and that. Which, okay, I get it. If you're a Republican, you talk about the opposing side, but he's not talking about Biden. He's talking about Obama. So he's got some kind of complex. I don't know what's going on. Maybe Perry's right. Maybe he's doing all of this.
He's dissing himself for every black. Now, let's keep the shit real. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? People cannot like Biden's politics, right?
This is too much.
But they ain't gonna go as hard. They ain't give a damn about Obama politics because most of that hate came from his damn skin color.
Oh my
right?
God.
And that's what Kanye is trying to see. You know, I mean,
Well, okay, so then I
you be
guess
one of those guys on a plantation. You got to get back in that hole, jigaboo. I'm telling you, right? That's Kanye at this point to me.
he also is just not pissing off the black people. He's pissing off Jewish people. He made this quote about, what did I do with it? Get ready for DEF CON. I don't even know what this means, but Michael Rappaport came out guns blazing on Kanye. Let's see if we can hear this because it was very low. Tell me if
It's
you
just
can
a
hear it.
military term, though.
Kanye West. What are you talking about? DEF CON 1, DEF CON 2. See, Jews, we know about DEF CON 3, DEF CON 4. You're not doing DEF CON anything. With the Jews, we know about that. DEF CON 5, 6 million. We know all about that. You're working on the design for the new Yeezy Jewish space lasers. You're on some Marjorie Taylor Greene, Charlottesville. The Jews will not replace us. I defended you. Prick, you dusty prick. You look dusty. That's never going to be fashionably acceptable. Get the dust out of your beard. Take a shower, okay? I don't care what you're on or what you're not on. Take a shower. I was there. I defended you when Pistol Pete Davidson was sugar your wife. But this is unacceptable, okay? You creep, you. And you're not going to be president. I know you think you're going to manifest things. You're never. I'm going to be the one to tell you to break the heart of your dream. You're never going to be president. You prick, you.
So now people are understanding what he's doing. You're not the only one, Perry, that thinks right now that he's trying to run for president. And we all know that the white supremacists do vote for Trump. They do. They like him. This is nothing about Trump, who's the better president. It's just a proven fact. So Perry says that he's trying to go after that group too.
Right. He'll be the token. He volunteer.
People are getting upset in the chat.
I know,
They're
but I'm
saying
just
that
saying,
he's
like,
pissing them off, huh?
huh?
They're saying that this isn't funny. This man is despicable. And I
Right,
don't know
no.
why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because
For real, I mean, that's the way it was. Like old boy, Rappaport just said, supported him through the Kanye Pete Davis shit. And you was being ridiculous, okay? And he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this right here,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right there, I would never forgive Kanye for his behavior because it's deeper than the White Lives Matter t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's at no level that he wouldn't sell his soul for attention.
Mm.
The hell with him.
Well, everybody's catching on now. They're all saying he's doing this because he's running for president. Mickey says he's doing this just as Kardashians are getting heat from the feds for insider trading. Bet Chris is behind this 100%. That's a
So
different one.
he a damn fool though. You gonna say the Kardashians and put yourself out there on the cross, brother. I mean, because that's pretty much where it's at.
It's crazy. Hi, Sebastian.
Hey guys, how are you guys?
Hi, Kriya.
How you
Hey,
doing?
Ruth, what is Kanye doing?
You know what? Mental illness is real, but that motherfucker has been black ever since the Kardashians. I just don't get it. You know?
He's pissing off a lot of people. Do you think he's trying to run for president?
Who will vote for? Maybe Donald Trump's kids will vote for him. I mean,
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing.
In all seriousness, to be honest with you, I'm a very loyal Democrat. Ever since I started voting, I vote for on a Democratic ticket because I feel like the Democrats have more. They have more to offer to me as a black person than a Republican. You know, people who don't pay attention to politics. I think this is the right time to pay attention to politics because we're going to be left behind.
Yeah, that's
a
true.
lot of African American people don't even vote. I've spoken to a lot of people who don't vote.
Yeah.
Please lean in, especially in your community, before you cast your vote. Google the person you're voting for and learn one or two things they have done in the community. Then you vote for them. If they are running with a Republican that has done more good to the community, I vote across the aisle, but only once.
Someone in the chat said his social media was suspended this weekend. It was. He's back on Twitter now.
He's sick. Kanye is sick, and he thinks that he's white. I don't know where he gets his whiteness from. I don't know. Maybe
so when you say he's sick, do you mean he's stupid, or do you really mean there's a mental?
I think there's a mental issue going on. I think also his mom passing away has left him in a state where he has nowhere to run to. Maybe she was the person who used to balance him off. That boy is sick.
Well, remember, there's the rumors. Well, it's not a rumor. He said that he was on drugs. Do you think he's on drugs? He said he was.
He has been looking like he's been on drugs. Does Kanye say anything that is normal to you? That slavery was a choice? Are you kidding me? Right. I was not born in this country, but I lay on the ground and worship the people who came before me. It hurts me as a black person who came afterwards to learn about the things that they went through. 400 years working without pay. Do you know how much we've been fighting to even get a minimum wage? Now talk about no wage at all. And you sit there as a black person and say that slavery was a choice? How dare you? That boy he needs to be admitted in a mental institution for a very long time. He makes me sick.
Yeah, he is.
No, it's
Let
bad.
me read this really quick, Perry. Sheila says, Kanye needs to sit down somewhere. He's a sick man. Everybody's upset with him. Go ahead, Perry.
And you know, the thing that really boils my blood is that most Americans don't really care about America because they don't appreciate what America has. A lot of immigrants like me, we take advantage of every little thing. Even if I'm working for $15 an hour, I worship that job because where the country I come from, I can't even find a job. But here is America offering me even $15. Here is an American going to the Capitol, defecating in the Capitol, breaking things in the Capitol, wanting
Oh
to harm the vice
yeah,
president.
yeah, yeah.
Those are American people. They have no respect for this country. And that's who Kanye belongs to. Be very careful. Black people on this channel, go and vote. We are voting now. Go and vote. Your voice is important. I'm telling you. I'm a very loyal Democrat, but I'm sorry to be political. I'm sorry.
No, that's what we do. We come on here and we talk about the facts. Kanye is all over the blogs. We can't ignore it and act like it's not happening. What we're doing is trying to figure out what is going on. That's what we're doing.
Right.
Sebastian, do you want to talk about 50 Cent real quick?
Yes, I really do. That kid is a spoiled brat. Okay? A spoiled brat. There are people who are working and make less than $6,700 with college degrees. Him forgetting that just from his father is too much.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kind of blame it on 52. You don't give kids that much money. You should have made his behind go to work like every other kid.
But if you have a mother that is poisoning his brain, she just says bad things about 50 Cent all day long, how evil he is, he burned up the house, da, 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 da. You can't blame the kid for loving his mom and taking on her values because that's all he grew up hearing.
Well, that's true. That is true. You can't blame the kid, but you can blame the mother. And also, you kind of can. Actually, you can kind of blame the kid because he's an adult. He should know what's right and what's wrong. $6,700 a month. Are you kidding me?
That's crazy. Yeah.
There are people who don't even make half of that a month.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it Kriya?
Yes.
What did you want to sound off on? Because we got a lot to talk about.
I want to sound off on Kanye. Because I was a Kanye fan back in the day when he was like really normal.
Yeah.
And so, I've been to like all Kanye's concerts. And I've seen a change. He doesn't even talk the same anymore. He tries to talk like he's like a white person, and all he does is seek validation from white people now. It's really sad. And I think 50 Cent's son is really seeking attention for his dad.
What? You think he's seeking attention by talking trash about him?
Yeah, I think he really wants 50 Cent's attention. Because 50 Cent doesn't give him the time of day. And I'm thinking,
well, because there's so much tension there. Do you blame 50 Cent for not talking to him?
No, I don't. But I think that's his cry for help, like crying for his daddy, talking stuff about him and whatever.
You went to the guy who shot me 9 times.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You know what? Can I say something, Cheryl?
Mm-hmm.
I am going through this exact same thing. Me and my ex-husband, we parted. We fought for custody for 7 years. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Because I love my children. But my son was with the father. And the one thing that my ex-husband made sure is that he told my son all the garbage, whatever, even if it's not true, at a young age. He grows up thinking that that's the person who I am. The child turns against you. No matter how old they become. He's 26 today. As I'm telling you right now, my son swindled me off of $6,000.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to move on to forgive him. I can't trust him.
Yeah.
You know, it's very hard. It's really, really hard.
Please don't cry.
These kids today have no compassion. But one thing I have done today, I have peace within me. I cry as a mother because a lot of women are going through this. I'm not a bad mother. I was always involved. I have educated my daughter single-handedly, even if she was in the custody of the father. My daughter graduates college here in the States, but my son lives an entitled life. He feels like because I left him, I owe him. every single day he drives a Mercedes Benz, and I pay for that because I want to fight the other forces. It is very hard for this woman. It is very hard for 50 Cent. But the woman is at fault. Do not talk negatively about your spouse or your significant other to your children. I don't do that, But these children today, they are impossible. They don't care. They have no compassion. But one thing I can tell you is that I have done my very best and I've washed my hands.
I feel that after a certain point, if that bond is not established at an early age and one parent has poisoned you against the other and you try and it just doesn't work out, at some point there's nothing else you can do but to walk away. Am I being harsh? You have to walk away. I'm not going to let this person keep just doing hateful things to me, right, Perry?
I have a life. I
I
also have a life. Like, what is it that I have done so bad as a mother? At least I gave birth to you. I gave you life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Also,
you're gonna make me cry. It's just it's reality. And a lot of times, this is what happens. I'm gonna cry. You did the right thing, Ruth. You know, and maybe one day, maybe, I don't know, because they're already grown. Maybe one day he'll realize.
I hope so.
I mean, sometimes they may not realize it until they have their own kids.
Yeah, you know what I told my son? I said, I have been so kind to you to teach you and navigate you through life. But now I have to say I have done my part and I have to let life teach you. And life is not kind.
I think
I have to let go.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Ruth. I mean,
I'm so sorry, Ruth.
Prayers out for you and your family.
Sorry, Ruth.
But sure, let me say this though. I mean, this is off topic, I know, with the Ruth thing. But I'm gonna go back to Kanye for a second and say that this is how I feel about him. And I'm telling you, is no excuse for it. People will linger on and say, hey, ever since his mother passed, not nobody on this panel probably or in the chat probably haven't been around where they lost some family member, cousin, something, right? And I would say this, like, Kanye do shit of choice, right? Like when he come out and say, well, slavery was a choice. When, a person tell you that shit and you know for a fact that this person know better, he's a liar and would do shit for whatever, right? Now, what was a choice? It wasn't slavery, Kanye. It was you and your wife relationship, your choice to marry her. And what was a choice was Kim's choice to sleep with Pete. That's a choice. Slavery wasn't. And I am so done with him.
Does anybody else want to? Have we heard from you, Ro?
No, you haven't.
What did you want to sound off on today?
Actually, I wanted to sound off on Kanye. Yay! Okay. You know what? I agree with Perry on this one. He wants to become president, and don't disregard the Black Republicans that are out there because they are listening to him. And they're going to spread.
Somebody's listening to Kanye. You do?
Yes.
They're listening to Herschel Walker in Atlanta.
No.
Yes. Yes.
I don't follow I don't follow the campaign. Is Herschel winning?
It's close.
No, they're neck and neck.
Yeah,
they're
it's
neck
close.
and neck.
Yes, it's really close.
Somebody listens to Herschel Walker.
But it's different.
Yes.
Listening to Herschel, listening to what's his name? Kanye.
And they respread their rhetoric.
Would you say,
they
Sebastian?
Respread the rhetoric.
I said listening to Herschel and listening to an idiot like Kanye are two different things. Herschel's an idiot and a nut job too. But Kanye is just a whole nother level of non-existence and irrelevance.
Yeah, for me,
yeah, but they said that about
they neck and neck. I think they.
I won't say they're neck and neck. Kanye has said so much problematic stuff. I'm tired of Kanye.
Right. But the difference is, Kanye can say more stuff because he have a bigger mic than Herschel.
Correct, but Herschel has done
he has a bigger mic. Herschel, we ain't heard from him since he played from the Cowboys. And when we hear his bullshit, he's pro-life, but you just supported ending some. So what the hell are you? And I'm just saying, and this ain't got nothing to do with whether you're a Republican or Democrat. And let's say this for the record, for people who vote back, it's racism on both sides. You got racist Democrats, you got racist Republicans. So it's not one or the other. But I'm talking about Herschel Walker, the man himself. Get away from that damn political tag. He's a liar.
Yeah, he is a liar. I'll give him that. He is a liar. But the thing is, I'm not gonna. Him and Kanye are two different. Kanye, you know how many things Kanye has said, and I'm tired of it. Especially these anti-Semitic comments. Like, what the hell? What the hell is this?
Roy, we cut you off. Sorry, we're passionate today. What were you saying? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was going to say, about what Sebastian said, just to make comparison about Trump. Remember, people said about Trump. He's crazy. He's, out there. He
oh my
bankrupts his companies. But then they were like, oh, well, maybe he can. Oh, well, I don't care about the bankruptcies and all that stuff. I'm just going to vote for him.
Ro, you're saying that Kanye's trying to walk in Trump's footsteps and do something that's similar, and he thinks that's going to get him to the presidency. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly. He better think about it, because he'll be under investigation like Trump.
I think that's what the point Perry was trying to make when he was saying he was trying to get the white supremacist vote, because Trump was saying all that stuff, just all that racist stuff, just to get him on board.
His name out there.
Listen, Kanye's a rapper. He is a rapper. That's how he made his money. If he keeps doing this for political reasons, he's gonna lose his main rap audience. I don't think he can go back if you run for president and clown like this. I don't think there's no going back.
Why would he go back? He can reinvent himself.
You think he'll reinvent himself?
Yeah.
Oh
It'll be too late.
Okay. Anybody on the panel want to speak to
say
Ruth?
something.
She was quite emotional. Do anyone have any words for Ruth?
I do. Ruth. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Ruth, my heart goes out to you. And as a mother, your child will eventually come back to you. He would eventually come back to you. I haven't spoke to my daughter in almost 3 years because of brainwashed by my stepfather, who's deceased. So it'll be okay. Trust me, because it's a hard pill to swallow, but you shall get through this. This shall pass. Because you know what? There's nobody like mama. When mama's gone, there's nobody else like mama.
Thank you guys. Ro, you don't come on a lot. Anything else? Kriya, any guy you want to say anything else before I bring up the next batch?
Well, I just want to say one thing about Nene's son, Brent, because I live in Atlanta, and I was like, that boy, I'm not going to say he was doing drugs, but he was a little on the wild side.
Really? Oh, so let's talk about this. Okay, hold on, guys. I'll bring some other people up. I want to talk about this really quickly. They're saying that these young people and maybe adults are mixing Red Bull with alcohol. Has anybody on the panel done this?
No, but I've seen it and heard about it.
Who said I have?
I did, bro.
That's you, Sebastian?
No, I've never done it. I've said I've seen people done it before.
Anybody done it on the panel?
Ro, I did.
Okay, Ro, what's the effect that you get from doing that?
It's just like a Zambuki with alcohol and coffee. You're up and down, and your heart beats really fast, and you're everywhere. It's so funny.
Oh, they want their heart to beat.
Yes.
Okay, all right. See, I'm old. They want their heart to, so it gives them a really good time.
Yes, it does. It's funny. It's like you can't go to sleep, nor can you calm down. You're just like in between.
And Kevin Samuels was drinking that Red Bull like that.
Oh boy.
Also, there's a lot of other these mixtures that young people are doing. I know that some people are mixing NyQuil and Red Bull. NyQuil.
Stop.
That's too much.
Oh my. What?
Yes.
I
Okay,
just put ice in
Ro, if
mine.
you do too much, will it put you in the hospital or probably, I mean, we're no doctors, but I just know when I drank it, my heart beat so bad I had to go to the hospital.
I will tell
Ah,
you, don't
Well,
drink it because I have a pacemaker now.
you have a pacemaker now?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
was it due from drinking the Red Bull and alcohol?
You can't tell because it urinates out of your system, so they can't tell.
No, I'm asking you, was that the cause of you having to get a pacemaker?
They can't tell. I have scar tissue in my heart, and they don't know where it came from.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Wow.
I
But you know
hope.
what? Okay.
Mhm.
Can I talk about oh God, I forgot who we were talking about.
50
Nene?
Nene and Brent.
Nene.
Oh yeah. Kanye. Kanye. I understand losing your mom, but losing your mom teaches you to be better because you realize the whole world, you'll find out who's there for you and who's not for you. That'll make you better. If that's the case, Kanye, by losing your mom, then there's thousands of people who would be crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
Look,
but the
you
thing
guys.
is that boy just don't want to take his medicine.
All right, let me bring up some thank you, Ro. Thank you so much for opening up and sharing with us because
Thank
and
you.
Ruth, uh
Oh yeah, Ruth.
is these are
Ruth.
what this is what my
Oh,
channel is about. We do the hard conversations and hopefully somebody's watching and will get something out of it. And it's just I love you, Ruth. I do.
I do too. I love
Yeah,
Ruth.
me too.
I do. All
Straight
right, guys, let
talker.
me bring up another batch. Thank you all so much for calling in
Bye.
and for being
Bye.
so
Bye bye.
All
honest.
Y'all
right.
have a
Bye
good one.
bye.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.
Boy, this is gonna make me cry. Mm, mm, mm. Hi, Smoke.
How you doing,
Hey,
y'all?
what's up? What's up?
Hey, Dr. Love, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Darlene, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start with you, Smoke. We got some heavy subjects today. What do you
Yeah.
want to take on first?
Well, I just want to take on Cray Kanye because I'm just like we just at this point need to bury him from the black community at this point.
I'm
No,
done with him.
do not resuscitate. Leave him where he wants to be left. He thinks he's better and he wants to be with the white folks. Let him join the white folks. He'll soon turn that. He'll be the whipping boy and the coon and basically what they want him to be. So I think we should just stop giving him any kind of attention because when he doesn't have the intention of what he's doing, then that action
How can we
more.
stop giving it attention, Smoke, when this weekend at his child's basketball game, he wore the White Lives Matter shirt again?
Just no, we have to have some self-restraint because this is at this point he's continuing to do these things over and over because he knows he's going to get a reaction out of us. So you take the reaction out of it, it's just going to be like you look crazy on your own and we like do whatever you want to do. You don't care. That's rich people's problems. If you want to act like a fool and try to diminish your blackness because you want to fit in with the white people, go ahead and do that. We're going to move on and do what we need to do and whatnot and just support the next black artist and don't come back to
It's
us
not even black people no more, Smoke. Now he's pissing off the Jewish people.
That's fine. Let him continue to do that eventually, because like in Hollywood, like especially I know like the Jewish, I would say people community, they have deep ties there. So like if he pisses them off and they just like nix everything, not only that but in the music industry, then what is he gonna do then?
Exactly.
A lot. Dr. Love, what do you want to sound off on? This is a mess.
I wanted to sound off on 50 Cent and his son because I feel like it is the mother and father's fault.
You feel that 50 Cent has a part to do with this, part of the blame.
Oh, yes.
Explain how.
I'll start with the house he moved the family into,
Okay.
telling the woman she could not have a boyfriend, which I do understand that. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to swallow pride and ego because of a child. You burnt that child out of a house, not just her or whoever burnt somebody out the house. It was not just her that was hurt. Mostly the son was hurt the most with that. And then secondly, all the money you have, you could have spent time with this child.
Mhm.
So you're
Just
saying he should have just kept going back, kept going back, kept going back?
Yeah, he should have went to the courts. He didn't need to go back anywhere. He
Mm,
should have went to the courts,
yeah,
got his visitation rights,
yeah,
got his Christmas, his
yeah.
summers, and was in that child's life. Because now we can't blame the mother for brainwashing, because not only did she brainwash this child, seen a father not in his life but on TV and on rap shows at the BET awards without him. This child have seen a lot, and children are not slow. They're not slow at all. And now he is 23, and I agree with him. $6,700, and you a millionaire slash almost billionaire. All you giving me is $6,700, and then
Dr. Love, he's 23. He doesn't have to give him anything.
right, and that's what he's telling him. He's telling him, keep this money, because it's no good to him. You've already messed my whole life up. 67. I bet he would not care if he didn't give it to him, because he's young and dumb like that. He's
Mm-hmm.
23 and he's
Mm-hmm.
young. He don't care if 50 Cent don't give him that money.
Hmm.
He don't care.
You're welcome.
So and all the money 50 Cent has, he needs to fix it. That's what he needs to do with his money.
How does he fix it? How does he fix it?
Oh, he go get therapy. Go, well, of course he can't go to the courts because the guy is 23, but just continue to reach out. He has to swallow his ego. 50 Cent got such
He
a
has to.
big ego. That is his problem. But this is a child. 23, that is a child. Okay, his brain is not fully developed at 26, and maybe then. I say 30 from my profession. I say 30, the brain is fully developed.
Go ahead, Perry. What are you going to say?
No, I was going to say this, and I agree to the point with this. I think it's both of their faults, because
Yep.
50 should have went to the courts.
Yep.
Now, if you was a guy not paying child support, the woman would go to the courts, right?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
he's
Right.
a grown man now.
No.
Right.
We talking about back then, right?
Right. Mhm.
So it's like mistakes on both halves, right?
Yes.
And the kid do see his father doing all this other stuff and not with him, right?
Yep. Yep.
But I think, like, when we have kids, nobody is the perfect parent.
No.
Nobody,
No.
for real, right?
Mhm.
And don't pat yourself on the back. Nobody is.
Right.
But you would never. A parent should never give up on their child, neither.
Right.
So even at this point, if he's 23,
Mhm.
It's not even a matter of giving up, Harry. After a while, if the kid is grown, just like with Ruth, they gonna do what they want to do. And
okay, no, I'm saying I get that part. I'm just saying, as a parent, put forth the effort and try.
Yeah. Swallow
And
your
maybe
ego.
don't approach him as 50 Cent the rapper.
Right.
Approach him as 50 Cent the father. Now,
Exactly.
it may not work.
Mhm.
It may not work. I'm not saying this shit will work. But I'm just saying you have to try something so they can come to a equal ground somewhere. You know what I mean? Or no, you don't agree?
Oh yeah, I don't agree,
Okay.
because I used to feel that way.
Mhm.
But hearing this kid, I read all going on, making fun of him with the mom, going on saying 67. Like, this kid is in protective mommy mode.
And basically what you're saying, this kid is damaged.
Well, yeah.
And damage come from both sides.
Right.
Whether he was there to physically mess the kid up,
Mhm.
his absence did the same.
Mhm. Done more.
See what I'm saying?
The absence done more.
So I'm just saying, like, and I get it. It's no perfect world, right? And
Mhm.
stuff happens. And not even put the mother and the father and certain things. I think
Bad.
both of them at this point as parents should say, hey, you know what? Enough is enough. Let's try to fix this for our son.
And then you have to think that child has 50 Cent's personality. So do you think he's about to get off this internet and stop when social media is their world? He's going to get worse by the minute. The more 50 Cents and the more the media pick it up, the more he's going to talk, the more he's going to rant and chant at his father. It's going to get serious because this child has 50 Cent personality.
And
Okay.
that right there explains what sometimes you can't talk a grown person into doing anything. And if that kid don't want a relationship with his father, and 50 then tried, what is he supposed to do, you guys? Just keep
I
going
don't
back
So
for
yeah,
more?
I
and see
don't
that's
think
the
he Oh, I don't think he don't want a relationship with him. I just feel like 50 Cents do not know what to do to even
Right.
help mend that. He
Yeah.
needs to truly go behind the scenes, get them a therapist, a psychologist, somebody, try other things. All of this social media and the mother being added, and who was the third wheel they had in that last conversation? No, go to someone professional, go behind the scenes.
I mean, maybe that's they can try that, but some people, I think Shaniqua is unreasonable. I think she's unreasonable, and she's holding a grudge.
Not
And I don't think what she's saying is wrong. Like 50 Cent could have, because he got a temper. He could have very well burnt that house down.
Yeah,
And
not the
but it
mother. I'm talking about 50 Cents and the son. Leave the mother out
no, we
totally.
can't have a relationship with the son without having a relationship with the mom.
A
That's what I think.
therapist can reach out to the son first, talk to the son, talk to 50. She can separate them, talk to them separately, and then, if timing permits, for them to come together. Leave the mother out of it, because this son, all sons want a relationship with their father. All sons.
This is heavy.
Yeah, no,
Darlene, what do you have to add to the
all right.
conversation? This is
I,
this is heavy and
I
real.
have to agree with you, Cheryl, because 50 have a video on YouTube. Although I don't like 50, but he explained exactly what happened. He explained every time the son come to him with a business, he give the money and nothing happened. Every time the mom and the son come with an idea,
Mm-hmm.
he give the money, then nothing happened. They just blow
Oh
money,
wow,
blow money.
wow,
He
wow.
explained it, and he says the thing that kill him the most is the picture that he take with the kid, with that kids of that man who shot him. He
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that thing
that's
he can sleep over that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He said he can think of what he ever did to his son to
Why
go
have
side
50
up.
Cent? Why have 50 Cent not put him in one of his companies?
Well,
And
well, no, because he always come up with his own idea. He wanted to sell sneakers. He sent him a full inventory of sneakers. He never know what happened to those thousand of sneakers.
but
He
that
wanted
doesn't answer my question. Why have 50 Cent, with all his business knowledge, made his son a part of one of his
no,
companies?
because he don't listen. He do whatever he want. He explained everything. He says
Okay.
he's waiting on the son to be a little
Let,
older.
let me ask you, Smoke, because you're young. What do you think is going to happen with 50 and his son?
I mean, you're talking to someone who has a jaded past. Well, not jaded, with jaded relationship with my dad, and my dad is passed, and he's been gone 16 years, and I still feel ways about my experience growing up with him. So, I mean, yeah, like it's different. Like it's a different kind of hurt when you don't when your dad is there, but he's not really there.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one thing is like your dad might be may have something happened to him, or there's a reason why he's not around, but for him to be alive but be present but not be there for you for the things you want, because there's no amount of money that will cover the moments that he's missed
Mm.
with his father. So it's just like I think the son is at a point where he's scorned and
Mm-hmm.
he's taking out his wrath on his father.
Mm.
Hopefully he'll get to a place where he's okay and it doesn't sting as much. But I think since
It's
he is
hurt.
his father's child, he's gonna do the same thing 50 does to everybody else on the internet. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Did you ever try to reach out to your father?
Well, no, but the thing is, he passed, and the thing that is complicated is at first I was sad about it, but then
Mm-hmm.
as I've gotten older and I kind of just replay the moments of what my upbringing was like with him, it's like the bad outweighs the good, and so that's so it's like it's every. I mean, I'm sad. I was sad to lose my dad, but let me just put it this way: I was more broke down by losing my godfather than my own father. That's how I'll put it. Of how so like the relationship between son and father is very complex, and if that's not together, I don't. It's very hard to fix, and especially when the person is deceased, it's even harder to kind of like mend fences or relieve that kind of
Right.
like that kind
I
of
just wish that somebody would step in, or 50 Cent, or somebody to step up to the plate, because I do agree with you on this, Dr. Love, is that there's a lot of hurt in Marquise, because you see your daddy on TV, you see him everywhere, but you don't have a relationship with him. It's gotta be hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let me wrap this up. That was a good conversation today. I wanted to thank you guys, everybody who opened up and shared your personal experiences.
We love you, Ruth.
Yeah,
we
and
do. We
Ruth.
really do.
Yes, we love you, Ruth. And
We
Ruth,
love
reach
you,
out
Ruth.
too to a therapist, even just for yourself.
Sending some good vibe to you, positive vibe to you, Ruth.
Yeah, Ruth. We
Yeah.
all just wish the best for you, and we love you, and thank you for opening up. You know, every time you open up, you share with other people. You might feel alone, but you're not.
No.
There's somebody else that's going through the same thing. Oh, you guys. Thank you guys for calling in. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, guys.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I love it when it gets real, but then it's emotional.
Well, no, I get it. I mean, and that's life, though.
Yeah.
And at this age, if we don't do it on a panel, people will be stuck alone, right? Like I'm saying, it's an avenue. We all can't meet up in town square to talk about this. You know what I mean? So I think it's really important that we do have conversations like this. And go ahead.
Ruth Rose says, keep your head up. And I feel that same way. Just keep your head up. Both parents at fault, but you don't break ties. Love outweighs negativity.
Yeah.
I love you, Ruth. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing.
Me too.
You guys, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out.
And I'll just say this real quick too before we end. You know, I want to say prayers out to Ruth. You know, thanks for, opening up, because it can help people. And prayers out to Nene too with her son.
Yeah, Nene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a rough one.
That's why this is the People's Channel. We really take on the hard issues.
Yeah.
And you guys know how soft I am. All right, you guys, please don't forget to click that like button on your way out. It really helps my video. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. Oh, Perry.
Yep, I know. I mean, but I think it was a good conversation. I think it's helpful for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can have fun and laugh every day, but certain times we need to have adult conversations too.
Yeah. All right, Perry, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.